guys, welcome back to our vegan dining room where we don't eat.
We're gonna do a little Q&A for you today. We selected a few questions from the comments of other videos that I haven't had time to answer.
Yeah, and just before we get into it, we want to do more Q&A videos and stuff like that. So if you guys have any questions you want us to answer, just leave them in the comments below for this video, and
we'll try not to ignore them. And we'll try and answer them in the next video.
We'll try to have a running list going of questions so that we can make more of these. Okay, but anyway, let's begin. We have 3 awesome questions today.
All right.
So first up,
Adele F.
on our dirty loose leaf paper.
Adele F says, is it normal to get headaches during the switch from eating?
Like when you stop eating meat?
Yeah.
Yes, I think so.
It's been so long since we've had, it's almost 9 years since we've had meat.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of hard to remember back that far, but I would think yes, just because of all the chemicals and stuff that's in meat, that you really need to go through like a detox. And I
think anytime you have like a major change to your diet like that, you're gonna go through like a detox period, and you might feel headaches, you might be like tired. It's different for everybody, but I think that's pretty common. Best
thing to do about it is to just drink a lot of water and try and flush all those toxins out of your system
and power through it. Unfortunately, I think if you keep going back and forth, you're gonna keep having those symptoms.
You're just gonna prolong the agony.
Yeah. So I say just freaking push through it. You got this.
Just do it.
Yeah, Nike. So thank you for your question.
Labrador Lovable. Okay. Lots of nice comments. Thank you.
Yeah, this is a good question. So she wants us to talk about eating out, places that we like, and what we order at non-vegan restaurants. This is a loaded question for me.
Well, first of all, we never really eat at vegan restaurants because there's never any vegan restaurants around.
That's not true. There are a few around. We live sort of near like a hippie town. Well, it's like half an hour away, but there are a few places around. We just haven't gotten around to going to them yet. Mm-hmm. I personally do not eat out very often.
I don't either.
And a big reason, I haven't really talked about my anxiety that much on this channel anyway. Maybe not so much on the other one either, but
at all.
Eating out, I haven't gone in depth, okay? But eating out is like a huge trigger for me.
Me too.
Okay. Probably for different reasons though.
Well, I'm recovering from an eating disorder from like over 40 years now.
Yeah, mine is different. Mine is a little bit complicated. So when I start feeling anxious and getting panicky, I feel like I'm gonna throw up. Mm-hmm. Like everybody has a different reaction to anxiety. My body is like, I'm gonna puke. So,
and she does.
The idea of eating for me when I'm feeling anxious is just like, I can't do it. No. So like going to a restaurant for me is very stressful, and I've had this problem for so long since I was a child.
You were a little child.
Yeah, that it's become this vicious is it circle or cycle? I can't remember. It's a vicious cycle because now I think I don't want to go out because I don't want to throw up. So it's become like this thing. So I don't eat out very often.
Yeah.
But if I'm feeling like really comfortable and I'm with friends that I see all the time, like I have a certain group of friends that like I can go out and it's fine. Mm-hmm.
But like a date?
I can't eat out on a date. I just can't. I'm not at that point yet. I should probably be on meds or at least in therapy, but I'm not there yet. So anyway, this has become a different kind of video. But when we do go out, if you guys want me to talk about my anxiety more in the future, let me know, because I'm definitely open to doing that, because I know a lot of people suffer from similar things and it would probably be really good for us to all talk about it. But anyway, when I do go out to eat, one of my favorite places to go is a sushi restaurant. Because I feel like it's really conducive to vegan eating. When people hear sushi, they think like, ugh, raw fish, but there are so many sushi rolls.
There's veggie rolls too.
There's so many sushi rolls that don't even have fish in them. So my favorite is the sweet potato roll. It's like a tempura sweet potato, and it's so freaking good. There's so many other veggie rolls too. Like there's the mango roll, there's the cucumber roll. I mean, the possibilities are endless. So that's one of my favorite places to eat out. What about you?
I have 2. My go-to has always been Chinese food.
Yes.
And there are tons of dishes that you can eat vegan. I even have a Chinese food cookbook that's not even vegan. It's like accidentally vegan because most Asian food, except for like the egg and fried rice and everything, is mostly vegan.
Well, I mean, obviously you're not going to order like a meat dish, but...
Right. If you like eat out in Asia, it's mostly rice and vegetables.
Right. I mean, there's a huge difference between like authentic Asian cuisine and like American Asian cuisine.
Right. Well, my cookbook is like...
authentic.
Yes.
Yeah. I think the thing to be careful of too with like Chinese food is like what they're cooking, like what kind of grease or oil they're using.
Or if they're using veggie stock as opposed to like a chicken stock.
Right. So you just gotta be careful with that.
You gotta be careful. But my second go-to is Italian.
Yes.
Because you can walk into an Italian restaurant and you can be like, I just want pasta with olive oil, garlic, whatever vegetables are in season, throw them in there, saute them up, and that is like my ultimate meal.
Yeah. The tricky thing about Italian places, you gotta watch out for the sauces because so many of the sauces have cheese in them.
Parmesan cheese.
And they're like already made, so they can't just like make a batch
A lot of times they will have a house marinara.
Yeah, so what we do, for some reason we end up at Olive Garden a lot for like family whatever. Yeah. And
probably because it's
the closest thing
to what we can eat.
Right. So
without making a big deal.
Yeah. Luckily, this is like a miracle. The breadsticks at Olive Garden are actually vegan.
They actually have nutritional yeast on them as the cheese, which is fairly amazing.
It's not butter on the top either. It's like oil.
Yeah.
So we have that to chow down on. Then
and we do, boy. We walk out of there with bags full of breadsticks.
Yeah.
Because we ask everybody at the table for their breadsticks.
Hey, do you want these? Okay,
yeah.
Thanks. And then for like our entree, okay, this is funny. We'll actually order off of the kids menu to get like the kids plain pasta sauce. So like the entree we get is pretty boring because it's just like whatever pasta you want with.
But you know what?
Sauce.
You probably could ask them to make it up with olive oil, you know, like sauteed with veggies. And,
yeah, that's the thing. Like, don't be afraid to ask your server if they can make some sort of modification because I find that they're usually more than happy to do that.
Or I go into a restaurant and I say, I know you know the food better than anybody else because you serve it all day long. What can I eat that is vegan? What would you recommend? Yeah. And I thought I was dead in the water one time. I went out with my mom to Denny's. And Denny's is like the most chainy type restaurant. You know, they just make what's on the menu. And she came up with a dish that she had the cook makeup in the back, and it was fantastic, and it was vegan. So
whoa,
I know, right?
Yeah. So I mean,
secret menu.
If they
Denny's.
If the servers help you out, you know, it might be nice to give them a nice little extra tip in there for being so accommodating. But also, like at Olive Garden,
they're more than happy to help usually.
Yeah, even with the salads, if you just ask to make like a simple, if you just ask for, what do we do? Oil and vinegar
balsamic
or whatever. Yeah, just something like that, you know.
They do have a lot more people coming in asking for special things because a lot more people are finding out what they're allergic to and they can't have things, and a lot more people are gluten-free. Yeah. And
I think in general, more and more restaurants are becoming vegetarian, vegan friendly,
gluten-free friendly.
Right, yeah. So I think as we go on,
it's so much easier now than when we had first gone vegan to find vegan food out and about. So
yeah, so let us know where you guys eat in the comments.
Yeah, what's your favorite place to eat? And don't be afraid to ask them, hey, could you make something up a little special for me?
Thank you so much for your question. And last but not least, we have one from Allison Manzino, right?
Yes.
Okay.
First of all, round of applause for considering going vegan.
Yay!
That's awesome. You're doing amazing things for the planet, for animals, and for yourself. So
what is going on with this light?
I don't know. So congratulations for that.
Yeah.
You're living in Madrid.
Which is amazing.
That is amazing. Whoa.
Enjoy.
Yeah. So she's worried about coming back to the States and visiting friends And being tempted by old favorites. I'm assuming being in social situations with friends and being like the lonely only vegan. And that's difficult. I mean, we've all been there. That's difficult to be the food minority at a table.
It is.
It's a little judgy, but the funny thing is, everybody else thinks you're judging them, and you're sitting there thinking, oh man, they're judging me in my little vegan plate over here.
Yeah.
Everybody's judging everybody, so just don't anybody judge anyone. Just eat your plate. Mind your plate.
It's like at a basketball game. If everyone would just sit down, no one would have to stand up.
But it's okay for everyone to stand up at a concert, because you have to dance.
Alright, well, whatever. We're way off topic here.
Alright.
But she wants to know some tips, like just in case she's feeling tempted or something.
Okay. I was worried about the same thing, and I experienced the same thing. We had gone vegetarian for quite a number of years when I decided, you know what? I really need to go full Monty on this.
Whoa.
I need to go vegan.
Please.
I need to go vegan. And I had tried so many times to go vegan. I read like VB8, you know, vegan before 8 or vegan before 6, whatever it was.
Okay.
To try and ease my way into it. It's not easy when you don't do it for the right reasons. And by the right reasons, I mean ethical. When you go vegan for ethical reasons, you are not tempted at all. Once you find out the horrors of the meat and dairy and egg industry, it's hard to enjoy anything when you know that the pain and suffering you're causing is awful. I mean, it's terrible. I don't even like thinking about it. I've seen some footage, undercover footage, that I just can't get out of my mind. And when you have that in your mind, you're just like, I cannot enjoy myself.
I can't even watch that stuff because I know I would just be like scarred for life.
I decided once I saw that and I accepted that was a reality, I could never enjoy cheese again. I could never enjoy eggs again. Obviously meat, because we had been vegetarian for quite a while. That was already under my belt, but it was just so simple once I had realized.
So, if you want to make sure you never touch it again, you could just scar yourself for life. But there are other ways.
Yeah. Or you could just say to yourself, you know what? I'm in a social situation. I want to enjoy myself with friends. I remember what this was like. Let me just, you know, treat myself as an isolated incident, whatever. I'm on vacation. What you're doing in your day-to-day is so much greater than that one meal or vacation or whatever, that it just makes sense, you know. Just enjoy yourself, write it off, go back to business as usual when you're not on vacation.
I have a few ideas too.
Okay.
I think, okay, so you're nervous about like going back to your old haunts or whatever. Make some new haunts, you know. This is a perfect opportunity to find new favorites. Idea. It's a great excuse to explore new restaurants. You can invite your friends along, find new things that you enjoy.
Maybe they'll be surprised at how good the food tastes as well, and they might be inspired by you to at least try and do like a few meatless meals.
Yeah, another fun thing, this is a great time to experiment with food. You know, think of a few of your favorites, maybe write some down, and try to figure out some vegan hacks and like how you can recreate that using not animal products. You know what I mean? And then it'll be your own twist on it. I think that's a lot of fun. Or
just Google it. Just Google like vegan version of blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And I guarantee that you will come up with a zillion recipes. But I have a feeling she means eating out.
Yeah.
But there are fabulous vegan restaurants. I mean, I was just on, I think it was BuzzFeed the other day, and it's like the top vegan fast food restaurants, and they actually had like 25 of them that were a chain. And I'm like, why aren't they here? But yeah, there are just, in major cities, there are just so many more vegan chain restaurants.
Damn, when are we gonna get a veggie grill?
I know, right? I think they made it to the Midwest, so maybe they're coming across very soon.
All right, guys. I hope those tips help. You know, we're
thank
just
you for the
spitballing
questions.
Here. Yeah.
I really like doing the Q&As, and I think you guys like it too. But we also left out the second part of that question.
Yes.
They also, Allison also wants to know what shampoos would we recommend that aren't tested on animals. Well, we have one that is vegan and not tested on animals, and it is
free.
The freaking holy grail.
Why don't you go grab it real quick?
Yeah. It's the holy grail of shampoos. We are not Spawn, but we wish we were, because this is just amazing. And it's really not that expensive either. This is a Cure. They have all of their products, I believe, are vegan and cruelty-free. They have shampoo, skincare, lotions. So I actually found this at my supermarket, marked down 75%, and I was like, oh, I know that brand. It's so good.
Yeah. And
I didn't even realize that they made shampoo. So
this is actually, it's a clarifying shampoo and conditioner, and it's gentle enough for everyday cleansing. It says right on the back.
Yep.
Can I just tell a quick story about how much I love this duo? So we especially love the lemongrass and argan scent.
Right, so we have shampoo and conditioner.
Yeah, and I love it so much that there are days, like almost every day, where I just don't want to dry my hair with the hairdryer because
it smells so good.
You know, like when you get out of the shower and your hair is wet, so like the smell is extra strong? I just don't want to lose that. So I'm like, you know what, I'll just leave it wet for like a while and just enjoy the scent. Like, you still smell it when it's dry, but it's just not as strong, obviously.
It smells nice.
I love that.
The thing is also, we have vastly different hair types. My hair is very dry because I bleach the crap out of it. And hers is oily. She washes it every single day. And this shampoo is perfect for both of our hair types. Yeah. It's just, I don't know how they do it, but they do. And it is just so good. And I think I got the last batch of this on thrivemarket.com. And I think it was like $6 a bottle, and that is pretty decent for a vegan cruelty-free shampoo. I think 6 and change is really good. And if you can get a coupon code, or you know, wait till they have a percentage off on Thrive Market, you can really cha-ching, you know, rack it up. I usually like stock up when I get a good like 25% off or something like that, but that is our recommendation, a Cure. Yeah, if you guys have other shampoos that you like, feel free to leave them in the comments. All right, that concludes the Q&A. Leave your future questions in the comment section, and we will do our best. So, until next time, much love.